is Ron Celona, and he is founder and artistic director of the Coachella Valley Repertory. And we have some exciting news to share with you about that, but I want to give you a little bit of background on Ron. He's been a producer, a director, choreographer for over 40 productions, began his career in Philadelphia before moving to California, where he continued his education in theater at Cal State University, LA. And he was involved as the artistic director and producer of the American Musical Theater Repertory in LA. Now, he moved to the Palm Springs area in 1999 and again founded and was producing artistic director for the Jocelyn Center Theater. Everyone in the Valley knows about the Jocelyn Center, and he did that through 2007. So he went on to do other things, but the big thing that he's now doing is working so hard with the Coachella Valley Repertory Theater that he has founded and is artistic director. And like our previous guest, they have just finished an outreach program with the children, which we're going to talk to him about. First of all, I want to welcome Ron. Welcome. It's so great to see you again.
Thank you for that lovely introduction.
Well, you're very welcome. It's so hard sometimes because people have this long, wonderful background, and we can't fit it all in, and I have to give the Reader's Digest version, which
and
I
when
hate
you're as
doing.
old as me, it could last a long time.
Last a long time. Well, okay, let's start out before we talk about your art outreach program. Let's give us the overview of the mission statement of the Coachella Valley Repertory.
Oh, I'd love to. CV Rep is an educational, dramatic, and musical theater organization whose mission is to present innovative, professional productions and outreach programs that enrich, enhance, and impact the quality of life for residents and visitors in the Coachella Valley.
Well, and you do that in so many ways, and the thing that the one that I'm most familiar with, of course, is the Luminary Luncheons. And talk a little bit about that.
Okay, well, we just finished one yesterday.
Uh-huh.
We had the wonderful Ruta Lee, a wonderful actress.
Yes, I really wanted to see her, and I've been struggling with laryngitis, and I'm still struggling, and couldn't do it yesterday.
Well,
but I
she
bet
was a delight.
Great.
Yeah, we've been very lucky to have celebrities from LA and the surrounding areas come and support CV Rep's mission by being our guest artists each month at a luncheon at the Rancho Los Palmas Resort and Spa. And Ruta Lee is just among a long list of guest artists like Carol Channing, Peter Marshall, Carol Lawrence. Last month we had Lindsay Wagner, television, stage, and film artists.
Yes, and I was fortunate to be a guest interviewer at the luncheon.
We were fortunate to have you.
Well, Margaret O'Brien, my gosh, who doesn't love and know Margaret O'Brien, and I was just thrilled to
What a delight
to
to have had both of you there.
Yeah, well, thank you. But you are so fortunate in being able to get these people together and do it, and it's absolutely incredible. First of all, before we talk about the outreach program, give a telephone number for people that are interested in supporting the group and also attending the Luminary Luncheons, the monthly luncheons.
Certainly. Our number is 760-296-2966. But the best way to reach out is our website.
The website.
www.cvrep.org.
And it's a beautiful website. And that's the thing that I'm enjoying so much with the local charities. The websites that are produced for them are filled with information, but not only that, are artistic little pieces in their own way, filled with photographs and all sorts of information.
Well, I'll tell you, that really came to be by one of our board members, Jeremy Tillman of Tillman Marketing. He has donated much of his time through the last 3 years that we've started, and he's done a beautiful job on that website. One of the things that he also does is a monthly newsletter for us.
Yes.
That on the homepage of the website, people can put their email address and sign up for a monthly newsletter.
Right.
And that's really up to the second.
It is. It sure is.
Well,
we've got a lot to talk about, so let's jump to the children's outreach program that was just completed and so successful. And then we've got to get to your great news.
Okay, well, our production that we just finished was a musical called Captain Louis by Stephen Schwartz. He wrote such musicals as Pippin, Godspell, and of course Wicked, which is a big hit on Broadway and touring companies right now. Well, he wrote a beautiful children's musical called Captain Louis, which was about a little boy who moves to a new neighborhood, and he needs to make new friends and finds the courage to sort of go out into the neighborhood by building a diorama out of a shoebox. And he, through his imagination, we as the audience go to his old neighborhood and meet up with his old friends. And he gains the courage to, at the end of the play, reach out into the neighborhood and make new friends.
What a ball.
What was so special about this is that we were able to bus in 2,400 children into the Annenberg Theater in a 2-week period. The buses and the ticket price was free of charge to everyone because of the Wells Fargo Foundation.
And they are so generous with so many organizations, but you have been particularly fortunate in being able to work with them.
I'll tell you, it's been amazing. They started out with a smaller grant the first year, and the second year they've doubled it, and now they're funding next year's season.
Well, that's the big thing, and that's
incredible.
why a lot of other theater groups failed, because they couldn't get the funding for the following year, and you've got this solid support behind you.
Just amazing.
And that's so incredible. Let's now talk about the most exciting news that has hit the Valley in a very long time, and all of the struggling artists and acting groups out there will be green with envy, but happy for you about what you've got coming up, which is what?
Well, thank you. Well, we have finally gotten our own home.
Yes.
As you know, and several people who have been following CV Rep, we partner with different venues throughout the desert, and we'll continue to do that in our outreach program. But we did not have our own home. I've been running my office out of my home.
Yeah, right.
Well, that's not easy.
But you didn't have to build the stage, right?
That's right. Well, now we have a venue of 3,000 square feet in the city of Rancho Mirage at the Atrium. And in this venue, we're going to build an 86-seat theater, a box office, administrative office, a school, the CB Rep Actors Conservatory, which will double as our rehearsal space.
Isn't that wonderful?
Dressing room, prop room, costumes. It's just amazing that
well,
we're
and
being able to do
let's
this.
tell people where the Atrium are, because we have a lot of new people in the Valley, and of course this is going live over KPTR1450.com, so there'll be people all over the place listening to this. So where is the Atrium?
It's at 69930 Highway 111. And that's
Rancho
right
Mirage.
in the heart of Rancho Mirage. Right. It's about a block past Frank Sinatra, and about a block and a half before, let's say, Los Consuelos.
Yes, it's a very good location, and we have a lot of Canadian people, as you know, in the Valley now, and I know they're always looking for all of these fun things to do. When do you expect that this is really going to be up and running?
Well, I've moved my office in there
Yay!
right away. So we're in there now. And I'll tell you what's been miraculous. We've only gotten in there in April. And since April, the businesses in our community and the people of our community are unbelievable.
They're coming forward.
They are coming forward.
Yeah.
We've already gotten the entire office furnished totally by donations. Window treatments are being donated as of 2 weeks ago and ordered. A contracting company just approached me, Bell Construction, and he wants to donate his time to build out
incredible?
our offices. And
Well, that just shows you, doesn't it? What was that saying? Build it and they will come, and they're coming before it's even built, and that's so incredible. But I know you
marvelous.
still need lots of supplies,
Absolutely.
and you do need money as well.
Of course, so we do these fundraisers during the month, and we're also going to be holding a grand cocktail party, and that'll be open to the public. That's in June. It's June 28th.
June 28th.
And that's going to be a beautiful cocktail party, and they can just RSVP to 296-2966.
And that'll be in the evening?
That'll be in the paper and everything for that to happen. That'll be in the evening. I believe it's 5:30 to 7.
Perfect cocktail
It's going to be sponsored
hour.
by another business. Mission Hill Senior Living is sponsoring the cocktail party. and we're calling it sneak preview,
I like that.
just to come and see the development of where we're going and how we're making it happen.
When would you like to have the theater completed and ready?
Well, we have a goal.
Okay,
Our
which
goal
is
November.
November.
And we have a reason for that wonderful goal, and that's that a wonderful local actress who's a soap opera star in Young and the Restless is Judith Chapman.
Oh, I know Judith Chapman. I know of her. I've met her, but she wouldn't know me. But everyone knows Judith Chapman.
She is opening a live production in Los Angeles on the life of Vivian Lee called Vivian this summer. And she has offered to donate her performance to CV Rep in November. So we've got a reason to build that theater. And
you better get out of here and start building.
I tell you.
Not just yet.
So that's what we're doing. And of course, that'll be the first of many productions that we will do. I have, for the last 3 years, developed a good collection of plays that we want to produce. Our problem, of course, is that it's not only the theater, but it costs a lot of money to produce a production.
Yes, it does.
So we've really gone with the motto of making a difference in our community one show at a time.
Yes, I think that's a very good
slowly.
motto. Yeah.
And I'll tell you, by going slowly, that has been the reason for our success. Is that we
think
don't
you're
rush
right,
into
Ron.
anything.
Yes, I have to agree with you about that, because there have been so many groups trying to start up and theater groups, and they open and close, and you don't hear about them anymore. And you have been consistent, and I know for a fact how tough it has been and can be. But certainly you've got a lot of actors and actresses here, and I know you go into LA a lot and other places to find talent and to find shows.
We develop a definite collection of both local actors as well as out-of-town actors, and I think it enriches the development of the company.
Yeah. Now, does this have to be when you do a play and you use these actors? Do they have to be what is it that you call the one that you have to hire SAG people?
Okay, the union is called Equity,
and
Equity. And we have a combination of both equity and non-equity actors. In our company. And so, for example, we have done some shows with just Equity Company and then some with a combination.
Good.
And then Captain Louie, we're all non-union.
Yeah, well,
so
that's
it
great.
just depends on what the project is, looking at the project and then basing it upon that.
Now, and you're also going to have classes there, are you? Seminars and teaching. And have you got teachers lined up? Certainly, I'm sure you're going to be one of them, but have you got others?
7 teachers already lined up to teach a variety of classes, from improv to scene study to movement classes.
Are there any names you can mention?
Oh, Mara Getz is going to teach a voice class for us. The wonderful Alex Corey, a Broadway singer and actress, is going to teach musical theater. We have just some marvelous people lined up. But what is also exciting that I want to bring to the desert that I haven't seen happen here, I'm here 13 years, is workshops that happen on a weekend from schools and professionals from Los Angeles
that can come
here for a weekend.
I'm telling you, you have ideas just coming out of you and going right up to all of the angels that are there to come forward and help you, because
they want to. They call each week and hear what we're doing, and they say, how can we support?
Yes, absolutely.
And and so why not? And wouldn't it be wonderful even to get like agents from Los Angeles to come down to agent workshops and try and pick up talent that's here locally?
That's right. But it takes someone like yourself, Ron. There's something about you that you have been able to pull this together. Others have tried, but you have done some special things in many ways. I think working with the kids, the Luminary Luncheons, I think, is a great way to get people involved and to bring all of these people in. And then word of mouth starts, and then your wonderful website. But you really have to be congratulated for what you've succeeded in doing.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Persistence and being a little crazy.
Well, okay, I'm glad you said that and not me. But I think, you know what? I think a creative person has to be a little crazy, because once you get involved, it's like a whirlpool. You got to keep going. You must keep going, because you see that it's it's getting closer and closer and closer. And creative people don't care whether they eat or sleep or whatever. They've just got to keep going forward with getting this done. Well,
always looking at the mission, right?
At the mission, and
Right.
we are out of time. But congratulations again. It's been
thank you
so great
so
to
much.
have you.
Well, a
and
pleasure.
This has been the Jacqueline Bachar Show.